shit, we're already live. So nah.
Adorable.
On YouTube.
Good. That's the best.
We're not live yet on Facebook. Yeah.
How many are you able to do?
I don't know. It depends on how good our internet is.
How long does it take to add one?
It depends on how long it takes to get streaming permissions from the place. So if I have to create an account and then they make you wait 24 hours.
I'm talking about if you already have an account with the place.
Then if I already have permission to stream, because you have to request permission to stream even if you already have an account on YouTube. So I had to wait 24 hours. But if that's not a thing on the website, then you could just do it. But I would have to. It wouldn't take more than 5 minutes.
If you don't need to wait for permission.
Which one are you talking about?
Well, ideally,
Excellent. Should I go live on Facebook first?
Sure.
Can you take beer on real quick? Because it'd be nice to use two hands.
Leon, come here, you little devil. Come here, you little diablo. Diablo.
Okay, I need to tell.
Did you put away your chest?
Yeah. I know, but I generally am not very exposed or anything, so.
It'll become a problem when you get famous.
You said Facebook, YouTube, what?
YouTube, Facebook, X, and one thing.
Gonna have to get on Twitch too. That's where Hassan is.
Oh yeah.
Am I doing that now too?
Might as well. You could at least
Try.
Try.
I might have to set up. I don't think we have a UA account for Twitch.
Yeah, we probably don't.
So.
If they put you in a waiting period, it's hard.
But you want me to set up the account right now?
No, if you don't have one already. No.
I'm almost. Did you make one? Because if.
No.
Okay.
I only want to do ones we already have accounts for at the moment. We can set up more accounts, and then we can use them when they're usable. OBS enables you to do this?
A plugin that you can use with OBS.
You're such a sweet little munchkin. Munchkin little munchkin.
In the Game of Kings. It's so funny. This description is so cute. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going live on Facebook now.
Cool. Volume test.
Mm-hmm.
Viewing time. The only thing that could possibly make Dad not be frustrated while he waits for Mommy to play chess is the fact that Mommy's going live.
This doesn't make any sense. It says go to sources after going to. First of all, it won't let me go to producer. Oh my god. Okay.
Elon built his shit stupid.
Yes.
Fuck him. God. Mark Zuckerberg didn't.
Oh shit, Christopher. You didn't give Taz Brogan's stuff.
I'm as worried about her as anyone is. not gonna molest mommy right now. That's what we're not gonna do because you're a chunky little funky. Oh my goodness. Did you just try to freaking break your neck, bro? Is that what you're trying to do?
Okay, how do you even go live? That's where I would find the stream key.
Oh, you know, that's a good question. I don't even know how to go live on X. I know how to do a space. I'm not sure if that's the same thing. I don't really think it is. It might just lack the functionality altogether.
I do not. It says to hit more and then click Media Studio. I don't see Media Studio anywhere on here.
Okay, fuck X, move on. We'll figure it out when we have time, but like right now.
And we don't have a Twitch account, so last one is Rumble.
So it's a total of 3. That's pretty good. First time, multi-story. These guys are the big 3 at the moment, anyway. So.
I have to upload a placeholder video up to 120 seconds long, which will be looped before the stream starts. Once the placeholder is uploaded, we will provide you with streamer configuration that gives us the stream key and the stream URL. We don't have a placeholder video that's two minutes long, so we can't go live on Rumble either. We're not ready.
That's what it is. Until they fix it. The OGs.
Thank you, Tabora, for your comment 3 minutes ago. Let's see. Okay. First of all, we need to start a new game. Obviously. No. Okay. Give me my son.
Oh, I forgot something about chess.com. They actually do let you go back to the same game with a robot as long as you don't finish it. Once you finish it, then they don't keep it.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, they save it until you finish.
Can you get me a beer? Okay. I have a message. Oh, it's just chess.com. Okay.
Chess.com like that.
Uh-huh.
Where is the
It is over there.
All of you?
Yes.
Oh, it's just up on the thing, but still in the thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you would never.
Now, just to be really good, we need to follow best practices at all times. Okay, even on move 1.
You mean with your algorithm and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like Nether's prayer. We need to literally have steps to it and say it out loud, so that it can be rhythmic and so that it can be repeatable.
Oh wow, the delay is very little.
That's impressive.
It is.
They've been making that shit better.
I agree, and they can hear you from there. Like the subtitles can pick you up well enough that um they hear you word for word. Like the subtitles are picking up your words like clearly.
That's impressive.
Isn't it?
I love living in 2025.
It is. Yeah. I know. Okay.
Those are things that suck, but just know it's kind of.
So this is difficult. Well, no one ever watches me on YouTube. Like I've yet to get one viewer yet, so I'm not going to monitor that too much. But I will monitor Facebook.
You just need, there are services that allow you to
Combine. I know. I was trying to set something like that up, but. Anyway.
Just monitor Facebook, and well, what I would do if I were you is pull up your YouTube in a different window and make them smaller so you can see them side by side.
The problem is the way that YouTube has their crap set up.
You can scroll till you see the right part of the screen.
No, I've done that before. But when I make this window smaller, it's nearly impossible to see both these three numbers and the chat at the same time.
Well, I was just thinking the chat is the important part.
That's not the only important part for moderation. I also want to be able to see who's what, all three of these numbers.
I get it, but that's what having a producer is for.
You're annoying the hell out of me, but whatever.
I was just trying to offer you what would potentially be a better solution to your problem. If you want to just focus on Facebook and randomly check YouTube once in a while, that's up to you.
It's just annoying that you have to pick a fucking problem with every single thing that I do.
I agree. I annoy you too.
Anyway. Movement. Defense. That's in the king side. So E4. Because, well, if I go to E4, it's not protected. And then if they take, I don't have my. If they take, I can check. But
With what?
with I could potentially check with the bishop,
right.
but then they're gonna throw that pawn out,
Yeah.
and then even if I took,
they'll be simultaneously threatening your.
Yeah, even if I checked, then there would be no way for me to retake the pawn, so that doesn't work. The reason why the queen works is once you check and then they respond, the queen can take the pawn, but the bishop can't do that.
Actually, in this situation, that's not a pawn that can be taken that way by the queen because the queen guards that pawn. The pawn that works that way is the c pawn.
Right, I was running into that problem too. So I actually I don't know. I guess E3 then.
Seems right. Announce the type.
Attack. Queen side. Because the moves are down here. So I was contemplating going to check. Um, Good to know he'll fall asleep right here.
Under these conditions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, queen side. If I go to c4, again, that's unprotected, and then I could just take, and I can't check with the queen because the queen is his queen is blocking. Plus, you said that that thing doesn't work because that pawn is. Wow, I got a comment. That's so cool on YouTube. Hey, it's going all right. I am very new at chess, so we're just learning. We're going through the basics.
You should hail them by
How do you pronounce that? Arian? Arian?
Aryan Martha.
Arian.
You know, like the Nazis. Aryans.
Arian.
Aryan Martha.
I don't know any. What are you talking about?
Aryans were the Nazis' word for the master race. You know, blonde hairs.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I mean, I knew that at one point, but it's not something I remember.
It's not necessarily what she's referring to, but that it's pronounced Aryan.
Aryan.
Aryan Martha.
A Ryan.
Hey,
Yeah. Anyway, it's going all right. Okay, so if I go to c4, then they could just take, and I have absolutely no way of replying to that. I don't think. Oh wait, no, that spot is protected by my bishop, so I could retake with the bishop. So that's actually a valid move. Crazy. A Ryan, what is crazy? Then there's also d4 to stop that pawn from being able to move forward, which would be really nice.
Well, you're already able to capture it if it advances with your pawn.
I know, but still, I don't like them crossing that line. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, but I currently live in Florence, Kentucky. So yeah, that's me. What about you? But you do agree that it would generally be nice to stop him from coming across that line, yes?
It's just not. I don't think that part is very relevant. That's an important concept, but you're already fulfilling it.
Oh, right, because of the knight.
And the pawn alone.
Oh, right, the pawn also threatens that square. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But the reason that you would consider the b4 move is because it's more central.
The B? You mean D4?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I heard B, not D. A Ryan, I know this is probably not how you pronounce your name, so I apologize. Actually, if you tell, you should like somehow type in the comments how to pronounce your name, so that way I don't say it wrong. But it's cool that you're from India. I've never been to India before.
Oh, if you're from India, it's probably pronounced Aryan.
Aryan? Is that Aryan?
Aryan.
Nope. Not even gonna. Anyway, I hope we're getting it somewhere close to what it is. But anyway, so definitely don't need to do. But going to d4 would mean putting a pawn in a very protected place, so that's not a thing.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate it.
We don't even know. We don't even know what that. Yes, I personally.
I'm a pro streamer, baby.
No. You're just I'm gonna project what I think on other people's words, dude. But anyway, I don't know what yes means personally, so you'll have to be a little bit more specific than that, unfortunately, if you want me to know exactly how to pronounce your name.
Good job, DJ.
But anyway,
what were you saying about the d4?
D4 would be putting. You said that it's more threatening to the center than c4, but I also said that it's putting a pawn in a very very protected spot. Like it would have three defenders on that square, which is.
Yes, although as white, it's your job to attack.
And it's the attack move right now.
Right. But you do want to make the attacking move that most closely aligns with the other two.
That's right.
So the real philosophical question here is it better to be more centrally located with your power on D4 or more immediately threatening to their power that's in the center on C4?
There's also the aspect that C4 opens up movement for the knight.
That's also a consideration. And combined with the fact that it is literally attacking a piece, I think that's probably the move.
Yeah. I do agree, Adion, that D4 looks great, but since we're supposed to attack right now, I think that C4 is best. Especially considering that I need to open up my knight. Now they have two people on that.
That's right. So you're overmatched on C4 at the moment, but it's your turn.
And it's a movement.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean, my love?
Center, moving towards the center, or adding power towards the center.
Yeah.
Um,
But you can't just ignore other things.
Obviously, I could go D3, but that would be weird. No one.
It would be weird but effective. But I think
I could also go Queen D2. I mean E2, or Queen C2.
no. No, you don't want to move the queen in a situation like this.
Why?
Because it's too soon.
Okay.
So.
Audion, you want to play a game with me? Oh, God.
Wow.
I mean, we can, but I fucking suck at chess. I'm really flattered that you would like to play me. I suck ass at chess.
He will absolutely play against you if you're willing to play against someone who genuinely just started playing chess.
Yeah, I'm very, very new. I know the basics. I know how each piece moves, but I'm learning the fundamentals of like the logic of the game. So I make really stupid mistakes, and I don't know what I'm doing most of the time.
But I think she's really talented though too. At the same time.
But we can play.
Adion, what are you rated, Adion?
Send me a friend request on chess.com.
Yeah, Adion, are you on chess.com? Do you have a chess.com rating, Adion? Or do you do lit chess? Where do you play?
So what else could I do? I could also go knight b3, but I hate putting the knight on the sides like that.
Knight b3?
A3, I meant.
Knight a3?
Knight a3, yes.
No, that doesn't do anything.
It protects this.
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
Because it's worth 2 more pawns than a pawn is. So after knight retakes, then pawn retakes.
Wait. So
down a pawn in the end.
Oh, so you're saying that I could also do b3?
Yes, but those are both your defensive options. It's.
Oh, I could. You're. What?
What I'm saying is probably C takes D5 is best. That's my intuition.
D5?
C takes D5.
Okay.
Is my guess. But what do you think? Because that forces his queen out into the middle, and then you could develop your queenside knight and make her dance.
But then he could just push his pawn forward.
No, not until after his queen dances.
True.
What did Adion say?
His rating is 1675.
Oh, that's awesome. He's right between me and you.
If your rating is 1675, you would crush the shit out of me right now, okay?
Yeah,
if you want to play me, that's totally fine. I'm happy to be crushed by you, but it might not be fun for you at all. I'm just saying. So
right. It potentially might not be fun for either one of you.
Right.
definitely willing to do it, yes. And I could probably beat you. But I wouldn't help her.
If I take b5, the only thing he can retake with is the queen, and my bishop threatens that square.
But, Deidre, if you take d5 and then you make the queen dance, you still win that with your bishop.
That's true. Okay, that's better. I don't know how I'm ever going to remember that other than doing this a million. Wow, they knew.
It's not memorization, it's understanding, Deidre. And that's no biggie. Look, there's a very obvious, very great move right now. But what kind of move is it?
What kind of move is it generally?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll all the way up.
He wants to play you.
Oh.
I'm gonna share his what's your handle?
Okay, you raising my profile.
So nah.
Immortal underscore bottom card.
Okay. I shared his chess.com account in the
Feel free to send me a request.
yeah, and then he'll shoot you a request for a game or something.
I'm willing to play any rapid time control or longer.
Iduye, I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. Let's see. You said there was a really obvious great move, and I don't see it. So let's look. I have to pee. Be right back.
As soon as you think about what kind of, this is why I told you to say what kind of move it is, because, and that's why we do that before we think about what our move is going to be. Okay.
Apparently, we're too boring for Facebook. You see.
Oh, good for them.
Right. I still look at these though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
This is why I multi-stream.
Mm-hmm. But anyway,
That's way better than if you just did YouTube.
shoot. Why is it red?
Yeah, why is it red? What the heck is that?
Anyway, so it's defense. So it's a defending move, and that is king side.
Right.
Sent friend request.
Oh, cool.
King side. Oh, I could threaten the queen.
Are you 1, 2, 3? Amsterdam 1, 2, 3?
Are you 1, 2? No. He's booty Zaman.
Oh, I accepted that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could threaten his queen, make her dance a little more with my knight. But that's
What?
Is that what you were talking about?
That's definitely not what I'm talking about.
That doesn't accomplish much. Um.
You're sacking your pawn if you do that.
Uh. Uh. I see. A great defending move. Why is it great? What does it accomplish other than defending my pawn?
Controls the center.
Are you saying go
It controls the center and attacks the queen side in the center, and it defends your pawn.
knight b3? I mean c3?
No.
Queen b3?
No.
You're not giving me enough information to figure out what this move is.
I did too.
Queen, you said it protects this? That's too vague. Whatever.
It's the only piece that protects the pawn in a durable and lasting way. There's only 3 pieces total that can even protect the pawn.
There are 4 pieces that could protect a pawn potentially, but you would be throwing away one, which would be the bishop.
Which means there are 3.
I still don't know what you're talking about, though. What move you're talking about?
What are the 4 pieces that you referred to?
The e pawn, the queen, and the knight.
Okay. Which one of those have you not asked me about?
None of them.
That's not true. You didn't ask about e4.
There's nothing to protect e4 at e4.
There's also nothing attacking it. And it controls the center, and it attacks the queen side, and it protects the pawn in perpetuity. And the pawn on d2 can go to d3 anytime it wants to protect it.
Okay. Attack. We are attacking. So, that is queen side. I think
What?
queen side for attacking. Yes?
That's not. You keep fucking up the order.
What are you talking about? We're move 6.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm thinking c3 with the knight.
What? Do you mean d takes c3?
What?
No.
There's nothing to take on c3. What are you talking about?
How did you say c3 with the knight?
Go to c3 with the knight. That's what I meant.
Knight c3.
Yes.
you're overmatched. Your pawn on d5 is overmatched.
That's why I was gonna go to
And
c3.
after they kick your knight by moving their pawn to b4, then you will have to both lose a tempo and still be overmatched on d5.
You're going too fast.
I have to play this game with the viewer.
So I'm on my own.
A little bit.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Onion. Killing me, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Um. If I take.
No. Can't do it right
I was just trying to work out the logic for
now.
myself.
Oh, okay. As long as you're not saying it to me.
If I take, the queen retakes. And the queen's just there, and then I don't have this piece here. No, because they can take with the knight, too. So if I take, they'll take with the knight. And they'll just develop their knight into the center. But Christopher says not to protect with my knight.
Do you understand what?
Yes, because they can push their B pawn forward, and then I have to move my knight, and then worthless protection. But I don't see how to protect that pawn otherwise. Then you can't help me. I don't know what to do. I'm not prepared to handle this situation without you, so I don't know what to do.
What category move is it?
Defense.
Uh-huh. If you can't defend the pawn and it's against another pawn, you need to take.
That's why I said take, and you said no, don't do that right now.
I was trying to say I couldn't interact with you in that moment. I'm gonna lose on time.
Oh well, they took with their queen. That's funny. Okay. Um. Now it's movement towards the center. Well, we're building up the center.
Okay. Just don't forget that your pawn is hanging with check.
That's wonderful. Well, I could push my bishop up to protect it, but then that would be blocking my pawn, so I should probably just push the pawn to d3. Even though d4 is usually where you want to put that pawn, but that's what I'm going to do. Now we're at defense. I could push my e-pawn forward to e5 and threaten his queen, make her dance more. But defense is king side, which that threatens the square on the king side. But another option to develop the king side would be to do e2. That way I can castle and develop my bishop. So which is better? I generally think developing is better than trying to cross that line. Like, it's better to get developed before you cross that line. Yeah. Oh God, I didn't see your comments on unusable printer. You can go like A4. Ooh, I'm kind of behind on for these comments. You can go like A4 if pawn, then if pawn takes, rook takes. I think I'm too late for these comments. I apologize, unusable printer. I was too caught up in the moment to notice your comments in time. But I encourage you to do it again because I now know you're here and I will look out for them. I promise. um, okay. We are on. This was attack. So this is movement. This is defense. We're on attack again. So it would be nice to attack his queen now, wouldn't it? But technically we're supposed to do queenside. But there's a clear threat here. I mean, not really a threat because she's only threatened. Well, let's see. She's threatening B2. Queen B3 is also good. Queen B3. What does that do? Let's see. We would put pressure on this area here and this area here. Bishop G5. G5. That's a good move, Arian. Um, I'm still trying to work through unusable printers recommendation. It was Queen B3. Threatens a hanging pawn. That's pretty good. And if I take that pawn, I would check the king. And it doesn't look like. Oh well, he could put his bishop on A6 and protect it after I put my queen on B3. So that's something to consider. But this is a 700 bot. But we're not supposed to think that way. Objectively best moves, regardless of how good you're playing, how good your opponent is. So because moving queen to b3 is something they could pretty easily protect against, it's a better. I would like to consider bishop g5 as well. Um, that, but is that a better? So is bishop g5 a? Yeah, I know, but I'm trying. So unusable printer is 700 bot. You could just throw any move and it would still lose. No need to develop. I get that 100%. But I'm trying to like instill in myself like best practices. Like I want to have the best habits going forward. So when I'm playing against people who are significantly stronger than a 700 rated bot, that I haven't developed bad habits. If that makes sense, I don't want to just develop the habit of throwing any move and still being able to handle that. So I want to try to get into the habit of throwing the best move for whatever situation that I'm currently in. That's just how I want to approach the game. So, regarding or thinking about it that way, is it a better attack to attack with the bishop on bishop g5 or to attack with the pawn on e5? The pawn is already developed. The bishop or the c bishop, the dark bishop is not. So, that's a really good argument for throwing it out there right there. I haven't even developed my knight though on the queen side, like no. So like I feel weird about throwing out my bishop before even throwing out my knight. But if I put my knight out at like I don't know c3, that doesn't really that doesn't really do anything. So it's not right to just arbitrarily develop your pieces in a random order. So I think I'm going to try bishop g5. And thank you very very much for the recommendation, Adion, and also unusable printer for also considering it as well. So I think we're gonna go with that. Okay, so what are we at now? What is this? This is movement. So we want to build some power in the center. My bishop is not threatened, so I don't have to move it right now. Um, Typically, I push pawns. Like that's like the first thing I think about doing when I'm thinking about developing in the center. So e5 is still a pretty good move to consider because I would be but I mean, because I would be, developing power in the center. But it's not really wise to cross this line before you're fully developed. But I already did cross the line with my bishop, so we've already like popped that cherry. Um, I also, and I mean, my knight is not developed on queenside. That needs to happen. Like when when is appropriate. I don't know. I don't know when that is yet. It probably should have happened already, I feel like. But my queen is also not in the game either. Not really. But there's nowhere that I could put her in the center that really helps. Like I could go d2, but what does that do? Nothing. I could go c2, but again, what does that do? Nothing. Um, Same with like b3. I'm definitely not going a4, obviously. Um, hmm. He said, "Good game, sir."
Yeah, I was obviously distracted, and I'm also a lot more used to the half-hour time control than the 10-minute. But we'll see how the next game goes.
Hmm. Okay, restroom break. I'll be right back. What time are we waiting to be, honey? It is currently 3:12.
45 maybe.
Okay. Okay. So, let me grab another beer. Okay, so what is the goal here? Movement. Building power in the center. I was considering e5, and I don't think I really narrowed it. I don't think I really had other specific thoughts than that. Oh, I was thinking about my queen not being developed and my knight not being developed. Even if I have crossed that line, I probably shouldn't continue crossing that line without having my pieces fully developed. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and do knight d3. What day is in your country? It is Friday. Mm-hmm. Um, I shouldn't have had to check that, but you know, life happens. Let's see. Why are you guys chilling? Chess. So I currently, this is like how I relax. So that's why I'm doing it. First couple to play chess together. That's hilarious. I doubt that we're the first couple. But you know, this is just how I kind of like unwind when I have downtime. So that's why I'm doing this right now. Also, my husband is like a very avid chess player, and we've been together for 12 years almost, and I don't know nearly enough about chess, am nowhere near good enough at it for how much he loves the game. So I took it upon. I mean, after years and years and years of both complaining and encouragement to take up the practice, so I have gone through many periods of briefly playing chess on a somewhat regular basis because of Christopher's encouragement. But most of the time in the past, it's just been too, how should I say, emotionally challenging for me to like handle most of the time. Like it's so nerve wracking for me personally to go through a game of chess, especially when I'm playing against a real human. So like I put a lot of pressure on myself to perform well, and I suck at chess. So, oh yeah, yes. See, you understand the concept that I'm talking about. Who plays chess for relief? Unusable printer said. Well, my husband plays. Yes, chess is very stressful, which is why I have not played it from like up until now. Okay, but now, my husband has always been the kind of person who plays chess to relax. Like he's been that guy ever since I met him. And but I bet he never tried insurance fraud. That's so funny. Yeah, no, he's a very moral person. So even though he could probably handle all of the stress that is, no, I don't. He just wouldn't. But anyway, since he's the kind of person who finds chess to be the kind of activity he could do as a way to relax. Because of that, I have been in a relationship where chess has been the kind of activity that has been seen as like a time waste. The best time, like, how everyone has games on their phone that they play when they need to like kill 10 minutes or whatever? That's how chess has been for him, but obviously much more intense. Like chess is actually something he would like to do professionally, but it's also like that game on his phone that he plays in all of his downtime. So since everyone has games like that, he would see me play these ridiculous downtime games like Diner Dash and all kinds of ridiculous stuff. And he's like, just play chess. Like, all of these are just stupid, like, uh, very stupid copies of the game of chess. So you should just play chess if you want to kill time. And I'm like, I have played chess. That shit hurts. Okay? I don't want to do that. I genuinely don't want to do that. But over time, as I got more, I don't know, confident and mature, and also experienced a lot of stress in my own life, like legit stress that you have to take action against in your day-to-day life. The stress of a video game just it wasn't it doesn't compare. So I can now truly view the game as a game, and I can handle the emotional turmoil that it puts me through at this point, because it objectively does put me through less turmoil now than it did before. So now I am, making a commitment to play enough chess to appease my husband.
Very grateful.
Yes, and he's very happy. So this is why on this Friday afternoon I am now playing chess.
But it turns out, in the process of trying to appease me, she likes the game just like I predicted. So
Yeah, yeah. Must try tax fraud. Super relaxing. Super relaxing, Christopher.
we'll see.
Then why is you the one who's streaming, not him? Oh, he wants me to stream a lot because he thinks that I have like an interesting personality or something. I don't know, and he thinks that it would be good to do that. He's here too. Like I tried to show that he's here or whatever. He's like on my stream. You can see him. So it's not exactly like I'm streaming completely by myself, but it is on my channel. So I get a comment. Um, but he does his own live streaming. But I thought it would be a good idea. Like I thought it would just be good content, to watch me like fumbling around trying to learn how to play chess. There's a lot of shitty live stream content out there, but um, I thought this might be at least somewhat entertaining for others to watch, which is why we're doing this. Ask him if he can take me down in hand to hand combat. What? Probably
Who said that?
unusable printer.
Oh well. What? How old are you, and what is your build and experience fighting?
I don't know if you heard that, but if you heard that, answer the questions. If you didn't hear that, I'll tell you what the questions were. Okay. Okay. He said, what did you say?
How old are you, and what is your size, and what is your experience?
He said, how old are you? What is your size? And what is your experience? Okay, let's see. My bishop is now threatened, so I gotta move that.
Just
Uh,
let that happen.
if I move, excuse me, if I move it to F4, they could just push their pawn again. So E3 looks pretty good. I do like the stacked bishops effect. You didn't answer the questions on usable printer. None of those words answers how old are you, what your experience, or what your build is. But he said it would be hand-to-hand combat, but I'm a type who would bring Glock 19 there. My husband is not that type either, so just saying. Let's see. They pushed their night out. Where are we at? Defense. No, attack. Attack. That's the sinner. Jesus. 5'7", 19, 70 kilograms. What is 70 kilograms? He weighs about 20. No, how much do you weigh now?
Like 180 maybe.
Yeah, he weighs like 25 pounds less than you. And he is.
A year or two ago,
he
I weighed like 220 pounds.
He weighs 25 pounds less than you. He is 9 years younger than you, and he is 7 inches shorter than you. So I think you could take him. I'm going to put my money on you get your ass kicked. That's just me. But, just saying. Anyway.
I thought you were saying I was.
No. He is 5'7", 19, and he weighs 154 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're a small guy, my guy. You're only an inch taller than me, and I weigh as much as you right now, so I could probably kick your ass, just saying. And I'm also 8 years older than you. No, 9. So let's see. In front of a firearm, manpower means nothing. You're stupid if you show up in front to a fist fight that you know someone might bring a firearm to without a firearm yourself. Plus, you're just not very wise to show up to a fight without every way to defend yourself possible. So that's not how we do things around here. Let's see. But I understand now why you didn't want to tell you what your build was at first. I see why you went straight to the gun comment. I get it. Trust me. Most men who are the size of a female have that problem. So. Trying to remember what this is now. This is defense, so that's king side. Yeah. Defense, king side. I could castle. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not even ashamed of your. You shouldn't really be ashamed of your build. I mean, if you're ashamed of your build, it's not as though like men who are 5'7" and 154 pounds cannot be some of the badassest dudes out there. So there's absolutely no reason to be ashamed of your build. You have a build that is like perfect for like an agility style fighter. I think Joe Rogan has a similar build to you by nature. Yeah, you're only an inch shorter than Joe Rogan, so short king all day. Oh, Okay. I'm not talking about build. About bringing handgun. Yeah. No. No one should be ashamed to bring a handgun to a fucking hand-to-hand combat. Do you like living? I mean, if you do, then bring a gun to hand-to-hand combat. Just saying. Don't use it immorally, but bring it. Just saying. Um. I still don't know. I need you, Christopher. Christopher.
I'm almost
Oh my
done. We
God.
just finished the games.
Okay, no more games. This is my time with my husband, guys. Me. Okay. Anyway, you guys can play games with him later. Am I a software developer? I'm a rookie software developer, but yes, I am a software developer. I have developed software. that I have done, yes. I've also graduated from a coding boot camp. I'm not a professional programmer or anything of that means, but I do know how to do some coding. Um, my probably my biggest accomplishment in programming is I created like a website that helps you get information on games, but it's not like live or anything. But I did it to graduate from my boot camp. I've also created Pac-Man in Java, but I've also like created like audio transcribers, just little tools for me to use. But I'm not like a real developer. I don't have anything out there on like GitHub that I would want other people to see, really. So, um, yeah, vaguely yes, I am a software developer. You have another. Wait, who challenged who? So on Abi Nov Abinov. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Someone accepted someone put a challenge out. It's either you or me. Vamos is their name. Vamos is their name.
They're saying hurry up.
Oh no, they said account name is that.
Oh,
Is it you or me? Oh, he challenged me. Well, I suck. What's your rating, Omnibob? Abhinav. Abhinav. Abhinav.
Abhinav.
Abhinav.
Abhinav Venu.
I can say Venu.
Well, try harder then.
Do you see what I have to go through? Okay. Abhinav, I am rated nothing. Okay? I have no rating. This 800 rating that you see down here, that's complete bullshit. Let your husband play. Yes. Okay. You guys can all play him later. He's busy. Anyway, you have to play these guys in games later.
Ariane, you really didn't get to see what I can do anyway because I don't like to.
Adion didn't say that. You Unusable Printer wants to play you now.
I know, but I played 2 games with Ariane and I suck because I'm distracted.
Uh-huh. But because he's distracted, he's going to continue doing what he was distracted by. Okay?
Yeah, it's gonna. You could play me right now, but it wouldn't be the real me.
It wouldn't be because he's trying to be like in 2 places at once. So we're not doing that right now. But after the stream ends, which should be after this game, maybe that's up to him. That is the husband's decision. He said us, but he makes decisions over here. So when he decides that the stream is over, that's when he can play you guys. Oldest trick in the books. What trick? Unusable Printer, what trick? Please elaborate on that. Yes, please tell me, because I'm being perfectly honest over here, okay? But anyway, I need help. I don't know what to do.
I'm back to do my job.
Okay, so we're on defense. And I think I have to use the restroom again. I'll be right back.
You're such an adorable little cheap cheap. and you'll come back to the bathroom. Ariane, what I was trying to say was that I'm sorry that I sucked. Normally, my game analyses on chess.com typically tell me that I play with anywhere from like a 1600 to a 2400 accuracy. Only in a good way, unstable printer, only in a good way.
Okay. Maybe okay. Did you unusable print? Did you see this from unusable printer?
I reacted to it.
You said it was unusable printer.
Yes.
Okay, just saying, because it was Audion, who you played earlier.
I said two different things to two different people.
Heard it. Well, let's see. Unusable printer? No. First of all, my husband would play you right now if I was like. Okay,
I
probably.
genuinely want to be helping you. You know, I can't focus on playing against people as I just proved when I'm really supposed to be helping you. So
You need a mic. This is unacceptable.
this is so funny. I speak into the mic now.
You have to. You're speaking way too quiet.
Ariane. Ariane, don't lie, Ariane. I sucked.
No, no. That's funny. I'm glad he's still here to say that. Okay, we're getting a mic set up for husband so that you guys can hear him properly. Here, put this where you want it. Okay, let's see. Let's add this in. Okay. It wouldn't be bad if I added two mics, right?
Why would it be?
It shouldn't
Testing, testing.
be, right?
It shouldn't be. Keyword shouldn't with a capital S.
Okay. So we'll call this one rename.
Cherry picking.
Husband mic.
Cherry picking with a capital C.
I always capitalize the second letter. It's so stupid.
It's just your physical way.
Yeah, I'm too heavy-handed with my everything.
Yes. That's why your keys feel like Holocaust victims when I touch them.
You're such a piece of shit. I swear to God.
You're such a piece of shit that you love more than life itself.
Oh my God. And say embarrassing things.
I would always embarrass you because I love you.
Doesn't say embarrassing things.
You just get cuter and cuter the more people are watching, isn't it, buddy?
Oh my God. Okay. Testing. 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 Okay, that should be good. I hope you guys can hear him a little bit clearer when he comes back. Let's see. Do we have children? Let's see. Play me, I bet you won't even have have chance to feel the pain, my boy. That's what unusable printer said. And then, Adion said, "Do you have children?" Yes, we have one son. His name is Bjorn. He's sleeping on the bed right behind us. He's being an absolute angel right now. But we have trained him. Oh God. Echo. I'm hoping that there's no echo now. I removed the second mic that I added. So now we just have the one mic, which is a very much better mic than the one that's built up into my computer. So hopefully that one picks us both up better because it looks like having both mics causes an echo. So we'll still echo. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Is the echo gone now, Audion? But my music is going. It's picking up the music now. Okay. You guys can probably hear my music, and I don't know if that's allowed. I probably should turn it off, which is really annoying. That's so annoying. And then my son's gonna wake up from the sound of the voices with no background music. Well, they're gonna have to strike me. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, Christopher, husband, need you. Yes, and I answered your question. Yeah, we do have a son, and we're gonna be waking him up here in like 5 minutes because his nap time's gonna be over.
I'm not looking forward to that. We should just let him sleep since we're streaming. It's worth it.
Second annoying thing I've ever heard in my life. So does that mean that you've only ever heard one annoying thing before ever in your life? Because that's remarkable.
Is the sir sleeping? Oh no, I'm here. I was just in the restroom.
Right, what's the first, Arya? That's what I said.
Ariane.
But yes, the son...
I swear to God, chess people are the best people.
But our son is sleeping. First is hers. Me? I'm annoying? That's... I get that. No, I agree. I am annoying. I agree with you. I apologize. But you're here. You can choose to leave anytime you want. So, just saying. The door is right there. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, you're saying yes, absolutely, that I am annoying? I think you're only saying that because of the short king comments. That's my suspicion. But I don't disagree with you. I am very annoying. But that's just my opinion on the matter. I still managed to be married and in a loving relationship. So it gives me hope to live me life so sad. So me sad too. I'm gonna assume you're joking. But if you're not, I feel for you. No one's not sad. Anyway, husband, I need your help.
What number move?
This is move number 9. So we're on attack. Yep. And okay. So that helps. I was thinking about going there, but
Ariane, our son just turned 14 months old.
Yeah, he's 14 months and 5 days old today. No, 14 months and 6 days old today. Let's see. If I go E5, I'll be outnumbered in defense.
Right.
So that's not an option.
Yeah, exactly.
But I could do D4, and then I would be prepared to go to E5 next turn if I wanted to.
The problem with that is that your queen and your rook and your b pawn and your a pawn are all undeveloped still.
My queen, my rooks, and what?
Well, we're just talking about an attacking move right now, so.
You said my queen and my rook singular.
Your queen side rook, your b pawn and your a pawn are all undeveloped.
That's funny. So I'm supposed to develop the rook, like the queenside rook. Like I'm just supposed to bring that into the fire.
It's tricky how to do it and when. There's a way to do it where you just leave it where it is and move the pawn, and then eventually it comes into play.
Audion asked us, how does it feel to become parents? Well,
Audion, do you
have children? Are you not a parent? I assumed so, given your question.
How old are you, Audion? Oh, I'm 29 and my wife is 28.
You were saying that we're definitely going to answer your question. He's 20. And are you not? And awesome. I assume you're also not a parent.
Most 20-year-olds aren't.
For us, well, for me, I won't answer for you, but for me, how it feels to become a parent is, I would say, the first feeling is relief for me, because I've wanted to become a parent since I was a child, and then I had a lot of trouble becoming a parent in my adulthood. So I'm just grateful that I got the opportunity. That's me. That's the first feeling. And then I would say the second feeling is overwhelm, but in two different ways. One, it's overwhelming how much I love my kid. Not like in a negative way, but like when I sit and think about it, it overwhelms me, if that makes sense. And then the second half of the overwhelm is how overwhelming it is to be a parent. It's a shit ton of work and responsibility, and that is overwhelming, like, all the time. It's time to wake Bjorny. But the way that I square those two things is, I personally believe in evolution. I believe that humans have been on this planet for millions of years. And in those millions of years, the way we have gone about raising children has been in a very different way than we're currently doing it right now. Historically speaking, in human history, we've had a lot more help from the village, if that makes sense. So, like, we come from a hunter-gatherer, like, lifestyle as humans. That's the way that we've lived for millions and millions of years. And in those lifestyles, you would have these large groups of societies, but we're nowhere near as large as, like, a city. They'd be like, I don't know, how large is a hunter-gatherer group on average? Yeah, so hunter-gatherer groups were ranging from a few families to a band of people around 100 people. So, like, that's like what, like 30 people to like 100 people? And all of those people would pretty much be involved in raising all of the children, and including the children. So, like, there's this hunter-gatherer society that exists today. I watched this YouTube video recently where they mentioned it, and I'll show the video on a stream if anyone's interested later on. But they said that in a hunter-gatherer society that exists today, the way that they do child rearing is, like, all of the mothers kind of, like, come together. Not that the fathers aren't involved with parenting, but all of the mothers come together and they kind of, like, co-parent all the children. So, like, they have, like, allo parents is what they call them. And so these are parents who are not their biological parents, but they are adults in their village who are responsible for some of the tasks to care for the child. So, like, in this hunter-gatherer society that I'm specifically referring to, the child has like up to like, what was it, like 15,
13 or 17 or something.
somewhere between 13 or 17 different allo parents, including their parents. So they have two parents, then they have like 11 to 15 other parents that the child can go to get whatever they need. And this starts from the time that the child is pretty much like I think they start doing it after like the baby's like 6 months old, because they're a little bit less reliant on the boob of the mother. And there are also other women who are breastfeeding around the same time.
The child gets passed around to so many different caregivers so frequently that no one ever gets burnt out.
No, like they said that the child gets passed around up to like what 8 to 10 times per hour
to the various different
allo parents. Okay,
Yes.
which could be mothers or mothers or fathers.
Yes.
So the way that we do it today, where we expect one woman to take care of up to like 10
or even
to
just
15,
one man and one woman.
one man and woman. Yes, just having two individuals take care of up to like 2 to 3 different, I mean not 2 to 3, up to like, I mean people be having anywhere between like 2 to like 15 kids, okay? Just for 2 different random people. And having 2 people be responsible for all of that care, I think is just, it's not what we're evolved for. This is an evolutionary mismatch. Is what they call it.
It's not a good or efficient or effective way to live your life.
No. So I don't knock myself for feeling overwhelmed with the work that it is to take care of a child, because I know instinctually, at least, that that's not the way that it's supposed to go. So it's a mixture of different feelings, but give us 1 second, guys. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Can you give parenting? Can I give you parenting advice if you ever have a second child? I'm sure. If you want, absolutely, an unusable printer. I'm absolutely open to it because, you know, we are only 2 people and we don't have the village yet. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm. More heads means better thoughts.
And we definitely plan on having a second child.
Yeah, so. we want as many as we can get.
I actually give your second child $1 before creating their no. What's no.
Oh, well. Give your second child $1 before creating their social security number. LOL. Give your second child $1 before creating their social security number. Take it back after. Now system won't take negative value. It'll default to 32-bit max integer, making his net worth a trillion at very young age. Sounds illegal, unusable printer.
What? What? I'm not scamming the government, okay?
Yeah,
That's not
out of $1 trillion.
No, that's not in the name of my
that's
my child's
That's how you
name.
get locked up by the IRS for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no. I appreciate the advice, but I won't be taking it. Thank you. Anyway, I would rather make my money like an illegal way and just pay for the help that I need and set up the society that I want. But now can't go to E5. So I said that I could do D4 to prepare for E5, but like you were saying, my queen is not developed. My queenside rook is not developed. I also haven't castled.
I'm not gonna lie, D4 is tempting because it pressures the shit out of the pawn on B5. However,
the pawn on B5?
Yeah, probably it wins it outright.
B5. What? This pawn?
Yeah.
Would win this one?
Probably.
How?
With the bishop.
Life doesn't stop when you're injured, and now it doesn't slow down either. The Christ Hospital Health Network's new orthopedic walking
right, because it's protected by the knight.
However, it is moving a piece twice, but it is also the only way to prevent before kicking your knight. So it's actually necessary.
Visit the new orthopedic walking clinic in Montgomery today. At the Christ Hospital Health Network, we do everything it takes.
Oh, no, it's not necessary. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Why? Because I could move my knight here?
No, because you can push the pawn after they threaten your knight, and then you win a tempo, and then he can escape after.
What? I could. Okay, so if I so if he pushes the knight here. I mean, if he pushes the pawn to B4.
Then you push your pawn.
Then I push my pawn.
Yep. And then you're counter-threatening the queen against him threatening your knight.
So, do you want to take my knight or do you want to lose your queen? Pick one. Right?
Right, and then after that, your knight would have B5 to safely move to that's guarded by the bishop. But
B5.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Find your perfect match with LinkedIn. Post your free job
Wait,
at
why? Because I could take that piece.
LinkedIn.com/qualify.
Right.
Terms and conditions
even if it's
apply.
not still there, it would be because you'll be threatened presumably, so it would be a way to get you out of the threat with your knight.
Create a company at name of your child. Create 10K shares of it. $100K per share. Buy one share yourself. Now your company's child will be worth $1 trillion. Create a world record of it. After creating a world record, sell that record to any big multinational company and patent your method as the fastest trillionaire organization. Why hasn't anyone else done this if this is such a great idea?
I like the way this kid thinks.
I do. I genuinely do. Keep doing it. But answer my question.
And definitely not illegal stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, anything not illegal that you've got up your sleeve, I'm all ears. Okay? Anyway.
Yeah, so since we have B4 to worry about, we have to push the D pawn in order to pin the B pawn against the queen.
Okay.
Oh. No, I just finished explaining that we don't have to do that right now
Because either way.
So what that means is what I originally said about needing to develop one of your undeveloped pieces is the most accurate thing.
Unusable printer says world can't take my genius for granted. The world can, but we don't plan to.
The world can't take your genius for granted if you don't let it.
Right. but it fully can, if you do.
Yeah.
But
or if you get too unlucky.
we, on the other hand, would not take your genius for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yes, we appreciate your genius,
very much so.
Just like we appreciate Ariana's genius.
Yes, we just also are not willing to go to prison. So, let's see. So I don't have to do D4 right now. That's what we established.
What you do need to do is develop a piece that's not developed on the queen side.
My goals are beyond human comprehension, human intellect comprehension. X it out. You're literally talking to two of the most ambitious motherfuckers on this planet, so we doubt it. I doubt that you can name one goal you have that I could not intellectually comprehend. I highly doubt it. My husband sitting next to me, after all, told me on our first date that he would like to be immortal. That's his goal in life. So, I highly doubt, and that was I was like, oh, really? That's so cool. Okay, I'm a 16-year-old girl talking to this 18-year-old boy, and he's like, yeah, if I got to choose what I'd like to do in life, it would be to live forever. And I was like, yeah, sounds good.
Solid choice.
I don't disagree with that.
Checks out.
Yes. Okay. So, nah, bro, you're not talking to two people right here that would not be able to comprehend your enormous goals. I promise. Because we've got some great ones ourselves. We would get kicked off of YouTube for some of the goals we have. So, am I wrong or am I right?
You're right.
Uh-huh.
I would tell, but you won't get.
Huh? I would tell, but you won't get. LOL. Try me. If you don't, you're a coward.
There's only one way to find out. That's right.
Anyway, I'm literally... The girl is asking you to fuck her in the ass, bro. So, do it or you're a coward. Right? Right?
What?
He's telling me that he would tell me what his
Oh, well,
yes.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
The girl is telling you, fuck her. Fuck me, nigga. Okay? And you're, nah, you can't handle it. That's a coward.
You're not allowed to say the N-word on YouTube.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, just with an A?
At all.
Wow. Don't report me, guys. Anyway. I only have 2 viewers right now, so don't report me, guys.
Hilarious. You're lucky there's so much Nazi popularity these days.
Yeah, but I'm also black, so I get to say it a little bit, not on YouTube, but generally speaking. So don't report me, guys. But did we even? That's so funny. You want to become a beam of light. That is so funny.
That's exactly what Deidre wants.
That's so funny.
But we want everyone to do that.
Yeah, we want the whole planet.
Do you want everyone to do that?
Yeah. All human beings. We would like to become a race of beings of light. That's our goal.
Potentially other life forms also, you know.
Oh yeah, no. I was wrong. Every life form.
Not that there's really a great distinction between the life forms to begin with.
Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, yeah. But anyway, we still haven't figured out what the fuck.
That's because we're getting paid too much to stream.
I know. Anyway,
You do remember what I said you need to do, right?
No, that's what I was trying to say. I don't remember where we were. Every time they interrupt me, I fucking forget where we were.
You have to develop a piece on the queen side that's not developed for your attacking move.
Unusable printer. Why are you telling me? Unusable printer. You just said it's very complicated for me to understand your goals because you don't have the appropriate words. Actually, what's happening right now, it's too difficult for you to explain to me your goals, okay? You haven't explained to me anything that's too complicated for me to understand. Not at all, okay?
I think that's what he said, Deidre, that if he could find the words to explain it, you would understand that you don't understand.
You don't get to tell me that. You don't know me. You don't know my comprehension ability. You don't know if it's too difficult for me to understand. I find that to be very insulting. For you to assume that some idea or goal that you have is so fucking complicated that I couldn't understand it. I consider myself to be a very intellectual person. Very intelligent person. So I don't think that you have anything that you think that I can't understand. You might be shitty at explaining it. Lots of people are, even me. But these are two separate goals. I know, I just need to finish my point. Like, okay, a usable printer says, like, for example, if there are 29 people and 30 parachutes, I would sacrifice myself. This is the easiest I can explain my goals.
So you're suicidal?
You don't want to live? You just said you wanted to fucking be a being of light. Why would you not take the parachute? What sense does that make? I agree that this shit is... I agree, your shit is confusing. But it's not complicated. Nothing I've heard so far is complicated.
There's a difference between being beyond comprehension and not making sense internally.
Yes. There's a difference between being complex and illogical. Okay?
Yes.
So, what you're saying right now is illogical. It's not complicated.
Yes.
So, let's put that out there.
Death is not a logical choice for you or for other people.
No, it's not. Especially when it's not necessary. So, explain that. Anyway, oh, yes, exactly. Even if it's complex, you won't get it because it's beyond comprehension. It's not complex. Choosing to die when there's a parachute is not complex.
I think he's trying to say that he doesn't understand why he feels that way.
My husband just said he thinks that you're saying you don't understand why you're feeling that way. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems possible since, you know, you can't even explain the logic of your idea. Like, that's what I'm asking you for.
We don't know that he can't. He just hasn't.
He's acting like he can't.
I wouldn't go that far yet.
Or he's acting like if he did, it would be too complicated. So, whatever.
Yeah, it's a red flag, but...
Imagine someone blind from birth. How would you explain evaporation of water to him? It would be illogical to him. That's the same case with me. That's bullshit. You don't need to be able to see evaporation to understand evaporation. You can't see, even if you're not blind, you can't really see evaporation except for steam. That's it. That's the only, but you can't see, like, puddles of water outside evaporating when you're completely seeing individual, but we're still taught by explaining it being explained to us verbally what the concept is of evaporation. The fucking water is being there's heat being put on the water is dried up and it turns into a different state, a gaseous state that then rises into clouds. You don't have to see that process to understand it. So I highly disagree with what you're saying. How would you explain depth of perception to someone blind? By feeling. A blind person can still feel. You know how when you put your fucking hand in a hole and you gotta, like, feel your way to the back of it? That's depth of perception, my friend. How would you explain how would someone blind be able to find logic that things get smaller when taken away? Because they can still feel. That is how. You have more... Seeing is not like the almighty sense, my friend. It's not. You have 5 other senses that you can use to understand the environment around you. Not to mention, even if the only sense you had was hearing, you can still have someone explain to you all of these concepts. You might not be able to understand them as well as someone who could touch and get that level of understanding, but you would still have some level of understanding just having the concept explained to you. Like reading about these concepts in a book, you know? Same thing. It's not that complicated. Anyway, husband.
Yes.
The chess.
Yes.
How old are you? Oh, isn't this the 19-year-old? Yeah, this is the 19-year-old. That makes sense.
20-year-old, I thought.
No, Adion is 20.
Oh,
This
Adion.
guy is 19.
Oh, wow.
And he's a... No, like if a blind guy asks if if plane is size of rice when flying. What? No, like if a blind guy asks if plane is size of rice when flying, how would he imagine it? That is something so enormous, gets so small with distance increasing. The size of the plane never objectively changes.
He's trying to say, how do you explain something to someone that they don't have a frame of reference for? That's what
You
he's
give
saying.
them a frame of reference. Everyone can do that. That is how. The fuck? Okay?
Adion.
Yes. Adion, I appreciate.
Thank you, Adion. God bless you, Adion.
Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, I agree that it would be a little bit difficult to give a blind person a frame of reference on specifically how something visually gets smaller as you get further away from it, but the frame of reference you would give is with sound. The further you get from a sound, the smaller it sounds. You would tell them that a vision has the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
That the further you get from a thing, the smaller it looks. The same rule applies. That's how you do it. So you give someone a frame of reference if they don't already have one. It doesn't matter what skills they have. That's just what you do. Yes, exactly. It never changes. But how would a blind person know it? That it got smaller in vision. How depth of perception changes. I just explained that. You would compare it to how sound gets smaller the further you get from it. That's how you would explain it. Anyway, husband.
So it's the 9th move, that's an attack, and you want to develop
I want to develop a queen side piece.
Yeah.
Either my rook or my queen. I think that developing my queen would be better because that would give my rook more options to develop to. Yes?
Edward Jones, our dedicated financial advisors, understand the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Let's find your rich. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I have to use the restroom.
Workday's starting to sound the same.
No, Deidre.
I have to.
Something
Okay,
that sounds
listening.
better for your career on LinkedIn.
Moving the queen
With
takes it
LinkedIn
away
job
from the
options,
center,
browse
which
creative
it's already on.
industries and benefits. Like,
So we need a compelling reason to do that, and we don't have one yet.
Well, does it have to move away from the center? There's, it can move up one, technically.
LinkedIn knows how.
That's not the best move.
Or it can move the C
Some
to...
people just know they can save hundreds on car
Yeah.
insurance by checking
You would
Allstate
be
first.
better off.
Like,
You still didn't get my point. Tell your husband to read these chats, he would get it. He seems smarter than you. He's reading them too.
Maybe I can walk.
Yeah, checking versus smart. So check Allstate
You're gonna need to explain how I'm not getting your point before you can say that I'm not getting your point. Like, how am I getting your point wrong? Anyway. And I don't disagree with you. My husband is smarter than me, objectively speaking. But he is reading these chats too, and he agrees with my takes. So you're gonna have to explain your point more. He doesn't disagree with that. He thinks that my responses to your takes have been accurate. So if you think that they're not inaccurate, then you're gonna have to explain why. Anyway.
I think, oh, that's nice.
But I also appreciate you insulting me like that. But anyway, sorry, husband. Interrupted you. He triggered me. Fucking piece of shit. Anyway.
I think it would be a pawn move. That's what I think.
Obviously not a random pawn move.
Yes, obviously not a random pawn move. I feel like, I could be totally wrong, but my instinct tells me A4 is strong.
You're killing me, Smalls.
No.
Are you tired?
I mean, I didn't sleep last night, and I'm sick, but no, I'm okay. I'm okay to do this.
Okay. Audion says, "What's my favorite color?" Me, my favorite color is some kind of like dark blue, probably. I like pastel colors, and I like a good pastel blue, light blue, and dark blue. Personally, although there's this like olive green that I can't not buy clothes in. My husband hates the color. Like he thinks
it goose poop green.
Yeah, he calls it goose poop green. It's pretty much the same green as the green here.
No, it's more goose poopy than that.
It's more goose poopy than that, according to my husband. But
anyway.
I do love I love pastels. Like all of the colors that you think of when you think of fall, and like the leaves changing, and like apply a blue to that like vibe. And that's me right there. But also just that whole like spectrum of fall pastels. That's where I live. Like those are my favorite colors. Christopher is very vibrant when it comes to colors. Like he loves a good vibrant color.
I like a nice deep bright blue.
I hate vibrant colors.
Or a vivid black.
I mean, I like black, but I don't like vivid colors. Like he'll do a bright red or a bright yellow, and it's weird. Orange? Like what kind of orange? There's a million kinds of oranges, Adion. Orange is like what orange?
You should
like Naruto orange? That's a good orange.
Drop a link in the chat, Adion, to an image of your favorite orange.
Yeah. Yes. Do that. Like my Postman. I don't know if can you see that? Yeah. Postman orange here. That's like my favorite. That's like Naruto orange. That's my favorite orange.
It's a little different than Naruto orange, but it's close.
It's close. I don't like. I mean, Blender orange is also a decent orange. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I like orange rind orange.
You guys can't see the Blender orange, but if you Google Blender's logo, the Blender orange isn't bad either. But like I was saying, see the difference with if you Google the Blender orange versus the Postman orange that you see, you will see how there's a million different fucking kinds of oranges. And you're gonna have to specify which one is your favorite, just a little bit more.
Orange flames are quite nice. Anyway.
Mhm.
I'm thinking A4.
You said that. It's triple protected, so I get that. But I don't really get anything else.
It pressures the pawn while developing the pawn, instead of pressuring the pawn while moving a pawn you already developed.
But why are we not? So is that like leading towards developing the rook or the queen or anything like that?
It's leading toward. So it doesn't waste time because it's fulfilling an objective while developing a piece, and then you're gonna win time in a moment, probably by threatening to fuck up the queen after they push the pawn forward. And if they don't push the pawn forward,
wait, if they put right. If they don't push the pawn forward,
they're gonna lose it.
And then I would also be in the position where I'm threatening the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I suppose that's a perfectly fine plan.
He gave you the code. Philippine orange hex.
That is a much long. Oh, okay. I know a code.
Thank you, Ariane. OG stream viewer right there.
Mm-hmm. Ah, it's pretty much an auto orange.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like Postman. It's
That's the
similar to
color right
Postman
there.
orange.
That's like salmon color. That's a nice color.
It is a very nice color. I like that color.
It's like the color of persimmons or salmon.
Salmon? What, you said salmon or what?
Persimmon.
Persimmon. I don't really know what that. That's a vegetable.
Persimmons are a fruit that's similar.
A fruit. Huh?
Persimmons are an orange-like fruit.
Yeah. I was mixing them up with parsnips.
Yeah.
Because parsnips are not orange; they're white and purple. But I don't even think I've heard of persimmons before. But anyway, good color, I guess. It's you, printer from Alt Account. Why are you on an Alt Account now? What happened?
Welcome back.
Yes, thanks for returning. What is my favorite color? It's probably the green.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Something in like this. Probably closer to this. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're so Mediterranean.
Fuck you. I love that color. I don't know why. Battery died. Heard it.
Well, thank you for rejoining us.
We are very grateful for your hate watching.
It's not
hate. I mean, we have a love-hate relationship. Tasty macaroni with Kick and I.
Okay. Well, Tasty Macaroni with Kick and me have a very good relationship.
Good for you two. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yes, be tasty be grateful for me.
Yes,
grateful
be tasty to me. Lord Grateful Macaroni.
I do love you, Tasty Macaroni. I genuinely do. You do make me laugh, even though you're a piece of shit. Anyway,
takes one to know one.
Yes, it genuinely does. Anyway, so did we say D4? I mean A4?
Mm-hmm.
He protected his queen, but I could still take it with a pawn.
He didn't protect his queen, dude. Don't say stupid things.
Yeah, he just moved his bishop. His bishop was already protecting
He made
it.
a completely pointless, useless move because he's a 700 rated bot.
Right. He Ariane cracked up,
laughing
but
at the move.
I don't know what he was laughing at.
I think he's laughing at the chess, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's laughing at my joke about Lord Grateful Macaroni.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice to know what you're laughing about. From heaven to the earth, the only honored, one beloved Lord, Tasty Macaroni with two eyes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Of course. No one is greater. Anyway. You need your own society, Lord Tasty Macaroni. At least...
Allahu Akbar.
You... Yes. You at least need like a lordship, like in Game of Thrones or something, where you have like a whole like property of, I don't know, what would you call all the people who served the Starks? What were they?
Oh.
To the Starks.
You would need something a little more sacred than that, but...
Oh, for Lord Macaroni.
Yeah, you would need like, like acolytes and bishops and...
So he'd practically be King Barthian.
Join us for UC Claremont College's spring open
Or bigger
house
than that.
on Thursday, March 13th from 4:30 to
I mean, I'm just talking about, this is just, if this is not him specifically, this is just anyone who wants to do it.
Okay, well, now I'm uninterested. Obey me, Y'all laughing about grateful and tasty. Subjects, obey me, subjects. I am the greatness himself. Lord have mercy.
I will happily obey a provider. Can you provide anything?
Yes, right. Lord Tasty, I am in great need.
Oh, great
Please,
God.
Oh, great God,
great God,
Tasty.
the tasty macaroni.
Please bless me with all of your...
Please send more macaroni from heaven.
Yes, please.
There's a macaroni shortage.
Lord Tasty, I am your loyal and faithful servant. Please bless me with your blessings, oh Lord. My Cash App is Deidre Clay at Deidre Clay 15. Okay. Lord Tasty, please tell me what your decrees are, and we will obey them faithfully for your blessings. He did the bullshit bishop move.
Uh-huh.
Should I take... So, what is this? This is movement.
Oh, cool.
Could take the pawn on b5. Threaten his queen.
Right, or you could...
I could also push the d pawn so that I could double threaten his queen.
Okay, yeah, let's think about it. What type of move is it?
Movement. So, center.
Right.
So
it's
pushing
good it's good to think about stuff like the d pawn.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the knight. Okay.
The knight.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's another piece you can take the pawn with right now. And it would also threaten knight to c7, which would fork the king, the queen, and the rook if it happened.
Yeah, but we're thinking very far ahead in the future with that.
That's
specifically.
Right. That's right. But just threatening it might be bad for them.
Might be. That's not very good.
Yep. No, unless you see how it is bad for
That's
them.
right. But we do see how pawn takes
I mean,
b5.
it costs them a tempo just to defend against it, so that's how it's bad for them. But
That's the obvious way that it's bad for them.
yeah.
But we would have to be able to prepare to put the pawn at, which would only take like going bishop f4, but then they could go pawn, push the pawn to g5.
You lost me, Peter. What are you talking about?
If we want to put the knight here and then put the knight here potentially, then we would have to set up to protect this square to put the knight there.
Only if they guard it.
True. Which right now it's not guarded. That's interesting. Okay.
But I still think d4 might be better. Because that shit can happen, you know?
Your husband want to play with me? Yeah, he does. Send him a friend request, but he can't do it right now because he's coaching me. But as soon as he's done with that one, then he can play you. My greatness could be overwhelming.
I hope it is. I genuinely enjoy losing chess more than winning it, so. But you can afford to be like that when you're as good at chess as I am. So.
Yeah, what's your ranking, Tasty? Didn't he say it was like... Was he the one? No, that was Adion who said it was 60 75.
Adion said, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's pretty late in India. You guys are amazing. Enjoy the stream a lot. Oh, Adion. You're the amazing one, Adion.
Yes.
Just keep doing what you do in your life. You're a great person.
Yes, I couldn't agree with that more. We appreciate you, and we will be back.
And sweet dreams.
We will announce a schedule at some point, but we will be back.
Yep. Come back again someday.
Yes, please do.
We'll be happy to see you.
Subscribe and you will get a notification for when we're live again.
Yeah. Have a nice night, Adion.
Okay. Oh wait, Tasty says, I am the greatness. Come with all your strength, and I will entertain myself to the stage of my liking.
That sounds great. Tasty macaroni with cake. I will come with all my strength. I'll challenge you to a 30-minute time control, which is my happy place, and we'll see what's good.
The baby. Come here. It's a kitty, my child. So, I really don't see. So far, I haven't seen a better move than D4.
Right, because there's no reason you can't do all that other fuck shit. Afterward, yeah. Exactly. You always want to, you see a good thing? This is a basic rule that all GMs and elite chess players understand. You see a great play, a great tactical move, look for something that you can do first that's great, that doesn't fuck it up later.
Or it even helps it.
Exactly. Well,
which is what this does.
Anything that doesn't mess it up that you can do first, by definition, helps it.
Right. So. But also, like, if it directly helps it too, then you really need to, like, have a way better move to not do that one.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But I don't see that.
Yeah, it's really seeming like D4. Yeah.
Yeah. He hung that fucking pawn.
Okay, now, what category are you in, Bob? I know the move, but I want to see what category it is, because I like to check my assumptions.
We're in defense.
Great, that makes perfect sense, because we're overmatched on E4. And we can both...
Wait, what? So there are 2 on E4. Right, I only have 1.
But you can easily remedy the situation with a very simple move.
I could push my queen to D3.
Terrible.
Okay.
Your queen?
D3.
Horrible idea.
Okay. Could also push... Nah, 30 minutes for someone like me is too much. I am not a normal guy created by the gods. I am something beyond that is not meant to exist in any known reality.
Oh. If you're not good at classical chess, then you suck at chess.
Yeah. If it's too much, then you should be perfect when you play 30-minute games.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Make 0 mistakes. Literally 0. Play like the AI, or better.
No, definitely better.
Because the AI has to think about their shit. If you're perfect, like the god that you say you are, you wouldn't have to think about shit. You would just know.
Not even that the AI has to think about it, it's that the AI gets it wrong, not to blame.
They also have to think about it. They don't be like knowing. They be giving like 3 different options for what's the best move. Did you hear me? Yes.
I thought you were talking to the street.
No, I was talking to you.
Well, I heard you, but I don't know what to say back.
I was saying that the AI does have to think about it. I mean, the computer has to think about it. On top of the fact that they don't know.
Yeah, they're both failure points.
So, if he's going to do better than the computer, then he wouldn't have to think about it. And he would know.
Sure, these are just 2 levels of why he would need to be better than the maximum strength AI to be perfect.
There's absolutely no logic behind saying, no, I need a shorter chess game, no longer one. There's no logic behind that.
Well, there's logic if you're just not that good at chess.
Oh, yeah. There's no logic to say that and saying you're really good at chess.
If you need to time pressure your opponent to win, you're not good at chess.
No. Greatness that is too powerful to be denied is not a contradiction by nature. So...
I mean, I wish it was too powerful to be denied, but as it stands, I could deny it easily. So, but we'll see when we face each other on the chessboard.
No, he thinks that... No. So, you don't just get to say, I'm so powerful that I'm a logical contradiction. That doesn't make any sense. Objectively speaking. So you don't just get to...
It doesn't make any sense because there's no quantity of power that contradicts logic.
No. There's no quantity of power that breaks the laws of physics that is possible to have as a human being. Okay? So...
That's why there's no such thing as God, but that's a whole separate thing.
Right. So, no, you can't just be like, I'm so good at chess that you need to play me in a shorter game. No. That's not a thing.
You could say, I'm so bad at chess that you have to play me in a short format, and then I would consent.
Well, if it won't make sense to us because we're just normal mortals, then go play the other gods, my friend.
Well,
or
actually,
explain yourself
no,
to the mortals.
Just share your immortality with us, and then we'll all be on the same level, and it'll make sense to us all.
Or that. Or just go, or continue segregating yourself with the other gods. That's also an option.
I have to say, I do love your names. I mean, Tasty Macaroni with Kick and Unusable Printer. These are some inspired names. I mean, you're clearly an artist.
Yes, especially with the way you make comments on my shit, so... Whereas I am a statement, an absolute order that even surpasses divine logic. Nothing surpasses logic. Just nothing. Sorry.
Divine logic. If by divine you mean perfect, then there's nothing beyond that.
Start the new year with big savings at Wrecker and Burger's home appliance superstores
Papa.
in Tri-County, Beechmount, and Montgomery. Save
Bjorn's
up to
breaking
$3,000
TOS.
on the largest selection of cafe
Is he?
appliances, refrigerators, stoves, dishwashers, laundry pairs, and more. In stock and ready for immediate delivery.
Oh god.
Visit
Maybe a little bit.
Amazon.com today for the best
Not too much, but a little bit.
And not enough to bother me, but I don't know about...
Yeah, I don't know about, like, YouTube.
Yeah.
Shop can't miss deals going on now during Pro Savings Days at
Anyway,
Lowe's. For a
chess.
limited time, get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Plus, save $680 on a Mighty 4-piece kitchen appliance suite. Now just $17.96.
He's just awake. He's not awake. He's supposed... What time... We're supposed to wake him up.
13 to 124 cannot be combined with additional discounts while supplies last. See store at Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
You my hunchkin, little flunchkin.
And he's sleeping on your shoulder.
Go back to your chest now that you're free. Do what I said.
Okay. What is this? Defense. That's king side. I could go d5.
That's the correct. It just does all the things. No.
What?
We were technically supposed to do the pray the prayer first.
Oh.
Okay. Go back a move and pray the prayer.
Okay, so the prayer at this step was...
Yes, right here.
So, we were at move 15. This was the start of move 15, which means it was defense.
How many total moves have been made in the game? 16?
We are on move 6, the start of move 16, yes.
Oh, so this was the 15th move, where you took the queen. Okay. 15 is a sword move. That's attacking.
That's funny.
Isn't it?
That's exactly what I did.
That's exactly what you did. Isn't that funny?
Yes. Okay, now we're at movement. And would you look at that? I have a queen and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Daisy Macaroni says, I am an absolute order, a being which defies the logic of existence. I am the one who can surpass the divine concepts. Immortality means nothing to me. No power is absolute except my will.
Yes. Tasty Macaroni with Kick is doing a great stand-up routine. I think.
He really is. Dude, you really should, you should write. I hope you write. Genuinely. I really do. I hope you write stories in a way that will get you paid one day. Because you definitely have the capability. Yes, specifically with comedy involved in it. Because you definitely have the skills. You are entertaining the shit out of me with your bullshit. I promise.
It's very entertaining.
It's very entertaining. You have a great sense of dark humor. It's really good. I do, but I lost them all. What? Oh, you do write. Okay, you do. Well, write again, my friend. Write again. Make new ones. You're very good. It's good for humanity.
I've lost my fair share of writings too. But
I have too.
You can always make better ones.
You can. You're always going to be better than the last ones. I actually don't have access to some really great shit that I wrote for my son when he was in my belly still. So I completely understand your pain, but get right back out there and do it again, because this is all gold. And I'm sure if you did it in a way that's not just shit posting, it would be even better. I'm sure.
Maybe get you paid.
Yes, some shit like that. Okay, what do I want? What is this? Movement. So we're trying to build power in the center. Excuse me. I still don't have all of my pieces developed. I need to think about developing my queenside rook. I haven't castled. My queen's not really in the game.
So the primary consideration here is that the pawn is hanging and won't be for forever.
You mean the E-pawn?
The B-pawn.
Oh, the B-pawn. No one's threatening it.
What? What do you mean no one's threatening it? The enemy B-pawn.
Oh, the enemy B-pawn. You did not clarify. My B-pawn is also hanging. Technically. I mean, no. My B-pawn is undefended.
Yes. That's right.
Tasty Macaroni says, I am a being whose power knows no equal. Lord Tasty, greatness himself. Yes. I bet if he started a Twitter account, I'm sure you probably have. But Lord Tasty Macaroni, if that's not a Twitter account, it should be. Right. With these tweets on it. Where you go and just bug everybody. You can make money that way. I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. It's not obvious at the moment how, but I'm sure it's true.
If he got into the right, if he talked about politics, if he interjected into legitimate politics conversations with, I am Lord Tasty, and I would do this with my godlike power that breaks all the laws of physics, and all of you fuckfaces would be happy and retarded. then that would be absolutely hilarious. Like, if there was a conversation about the conversation on pro-life or pro-choice, and he came on there and he was like, I am Lord Tasty, and I would make every single sperm in a man's dick be able to be born at the snap of my fingers. You know, everyone, that would make money.
All
Okay?
hail Lord Tasty.
All hail fucking Lord Tasty. That's what the fuck I think you should do with what you've got going on.
Yeah, just stick to the bit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just be ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know? And go around doing that. I think that would be hilarious and very lucrative.
What's the category?
I think it's movement. But let's check.
Yeah.
Nah, not worth it. Making... I don't know what is worth the time of Lord Lord Tasty says that it's not worth his time to make an X account like I was describing. I have no idea what is worth the time of Mr.
Do you really
Lord.
need money when you already have tasty macaroni
Right.
with kick?
Exactly. Probably not. If you probably don't need money when you are Lord Tasty with kick. So Lord Tasty macaroni with kick. So I will do defect to that opinion, but I still think if Lord Tasty just so happens to possibly be a human behind a keyboard, I still think my fucking statement stands. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you said the pawn is hanging, so I could take with my pawn.
What?
But that would
number,
double my pawns.
What number move?
16, so it's movement.
Uh-huh.
So like I said, I could do pawn takes b5, but then that would double my pawns in the b column. But you said that doesn't matter very much if it's not a castling area.
It's just that you have two better pieces to take with.
True. I could take with the bishop or the knight. The bishop would pin... No.
You want to know?
You can't pin a knight.
It's a moving move,
Right.
Deidre, so you can two pin a knight. What are you talking about?
Okay, well the bishop would pin the knight to the king.
Uh-huh. So...
But I can't threaten the bishop with anything. Except for my... No, yeah, I can't unless I move something to protect d7. Then I could take the knight with my bishop after that. So I could think about moving something to protect d7 now, then pin the knight. Then I could win the knight. But I don't really have anything that could do that.
And there's no time. You have to choose whether...
So how am I gonna take advantage of pinning the knight other than winning the pawn? Do I need to?
No, it's a very good prize already.
Okay.
You moved, now you're defending.
Yeah. Defense is king side. So let's think about developing again. Well, we developed our bishop. That's good. Our white bishop specifically. No, that was already developed. So H3. Oh. Why would I do H3?
Knight G4. Knight G4 is not the end of the world, but it forces you to move your bishop from E3 Which is a
Move my bishop from e3. Right. It's always better to do pawn moves before anything else, really. Generally speaking.
Well, that's debatable. That's not actually...
Well, I mean, other than, like, developing your knights, then you want to, like, generally you want to develop your knights, then you want to develop your pawns, then you want to develop everything else. But my knights are already well developed.
Yes.
One of them's already gone.
Yes.
So
I do agree with what you said, just not how you said it.
So I'm just saying, my point was, pushing the pawn generally takes precedent over castling, is what I was saying.
It depends on the situation.
Well, okay, let me rephrase. Pushing pawns from their original starting points generally takes precedent over castling. At least most pawns. Moving most pawns off of their starting points generally takes precedent before castling. Yes? Or at least half. I don't know. How many? Oh, thanks, Christopher.
It's a smaller number than it's hard to say. It's like 3 of the queenside pawns.
Now,
you know everything that waits for you the moment you accept the challenge.
I'll let you answer that, Christopher. Mr. Lord Tasty says, now tell me, would you still take me on hand-to-hand combat after knowing everything what awaits you for the moment you accept the challenge?
I would do hand-to-hand combat with anyone, but I would not want to try to hurt them, and I would not let them in the ring with me with a firearm, obviously. So.
Say that again. I just need to see, make sure your voice gets high enough on the volume.
The volume is broken.
What?
It's hard.
You said you were willing to fight anyone, but you're not willing to get into the ring with anyone who's got a handgun.
Oh, sure, or any other kind of unapproved weapon.
That sucks, because it's hard to compare because there was no music playing when you said that. You're going to need to speak up more or bring the mic closer to you.
Okay. Good lord. I'm just so fucking beat.
So you shouldn't be doing work then.
LOL, that's not...
Okay, so if you're choosing to do work while you're beat, then you're going to need to do your fucking due diligence.
Okay, this is my due diligence. Let's play the fucking game.
Do you see how my voice goes into the yellow, and when you speak, your voice stays in the fucking green?
Testing.
Yes, you idiot!
LOL. Anyway, they can hear me.
No, we're not sure if they can. Neither one of us has tested that shit.
Well, I'm gonna really enjoy playing this back to myself. That's what I know.
The fuck?
Anyway. Okay. They think you should play a defensive move. I guess.
You didn't answer my question. See, he didn't hear your answer, Christopher. Don't make your lord play cards for no reason, Christopher.
I would definitely accept hand-to-hand combat with anyone, but I would make sure he is actually hand-to-hand.
Bring the mic to your mouth. You're still in the green. Lord have mercy.
I would definitely accept hand-to-hand combat with anyone, except I would for sure make sure that they didn't have a weapon against me in the ring unless I get one too, but I wouldn't allow that in any case because the point of combat is to establish who's dominant, not to hurt people.
You're supposed to speak on this side. I had to turn it down a shit ton because you were in the red.
I had to turn it down a shit ton.
I hate you. I hate you. Anyway.
So, we have some defensive moves here.
Nope. Do you want a table for that? Well, do you?
No.
That's not close enough.
No, I know. Shush.
You're gonna need to adjust it so that it at least points in your direction.
It fucking does.
No, it doesn't.
You're tripping.
Anyway.
Thanks for fucking up Bjorn.
He's supposed to be awake right now anyway.
LOL.
Bjorny, you're supposed to wake up.
So it's a genuine question between H3 and Castle Kingside, and
H3. I think H3 is better. I always think pawn moves are better than developing. I mean, generally. I mean, developing pawn moves is better than... Developing pawns should happen before developing other pieces. Power pieces. Generally speaking.
Whatever. Anyway. I think probably Castle's Kingside is better, but H3 is winning too, so... If it's what makes the most sense to you, you should play.
I am talking about myself comparing my genius with everyone. Pathetic. What is pathetic? What are you talking about? How did we contradict that? Mr. Lord Tasty. Did you contradict that somehow?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's complaining about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway, what did you say last?
I feel like Castle Kingside is the stronger move, but I think that if you think it's H3, you should play H3.
Playing H3 then. Bjorn, you have to wake up. Supposed to be awake right now, huh? So that we can sleep at night. We're supposed to sleep at nighttime. You can't sleep all day.
Business taxes. Stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
He needs dinner. Food is good to wake him up. Let's get some cheese stick.
It does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost.
Yeah.
More money in your business. Now this is taxes into TurboTax. Get an expert now on turbotax.com/business. Only available on TurboTax Live Full Service. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New DraftKings customers can bet
Okay.
$5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
They moved their bishop
And use promo code Spotify.
in a really weird
That's
way.
promo code Spotify for new
Not
customers to get
weird, but
$200 in bonus bets instantly.
Very
Pretty
defensively.
yes.
Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code Spotify. Is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling.
Okay.
888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility
What is
varies
this?
by jurisdiction.
This is attack.
Yeah.
So that's queen side.
Yeah.
Okay, so still haven't castled. We also haven't developed our queen. We also haven't developed our queenside rook.
Yep. And the B pawn.
Or the B pawn.
So we could go rook B1, preparing for B4. That's
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see how that.
that's dangerous though, because well, it should be all right.
I don't see any bishops that can
There's
do
the
anything.
yes, but there's the bishop behind the pawn. So if the pawn moves, then there would be a discovered threat. But
Bishop behind the pawn.
the dark square bishop on the enemy side.
But B1 is a white square. What are you worried about that one? The dark.
B1. What? Oh, sorry. We're not talking about the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, clearly. What are you worried that the black bishop on their side is going to threaten?
The ability to go to B4 in the future. But it's too far.
But it wouldn't be. Oh yeah, it would, because it would take my rook with that pawn.
But it's too far away to worry about that.
Yeah, and yeah. So if they do that, then we'll adjust then.
Yes, yeah. I think it's rook B1.
Okay.
Fascinating. This person sucks, obviously.
Clearly, well.
Yeah. So,
Okay. B4.
well, after an attack, what
It's
comes
movement.
up? Fascinating. Well, I see. I only see one.
To invoke everyone when the question was for Lord, tasting macaroni is sheer disrespect. The Lord's name is not to be spoken alongside the common. This is disgrace of the highest order. When did we compare Lord Macaroni to everyone? Oh, when you said that, what all lords should do.
Ah.
Yes, Christopher, you committed blasphemy.
Ah, yes, I'm a proud thought criminal. What number is this?
$19. We are at attack.
19? No. That was 18.
We're at movement.
Okay. Bet. I think probably the Kingside Castle.
This is supposed to be defense now.
Yes.
That's queen side.
King
No,
side.
king side.
Mm-hmm.
We could push our rook into the e file, but that doesn't really do much. We could.
It doesn't do nothing. You could push your f pawn to f4.
Yeah, I was just thinking that's what I was gonna say next. But they have 2 defenders on e5, and I would only have 1 attacker then.
Plus, it gives them a chance to undouble their pawns.
So I don't really like that idea.
What kind is it again?
Defense. Jeez.
What number are we on?
We're on turn 20.
Turn 20.
Yes. And we need to get to checkmate soon because I got to go up there and cook my son some meal.
Yeah, I know. Move 20. Okay, so that's shield. It's defense. We have a king move that we need
Lord
to
is exhausted now. I shall sleep. Slumber peacefully, my friend. My Lord.
God bless you to Lord Tasty Macaroni, our Lord and Savior.
Oh, he said something. Before you sleep, we shall respond to your previous statement, my lord. Such insolence dares to diminish the divine, and for this no mercy shall be granted. The punishment for this blasphemy will echo through eternity, for no disrespect to the Lord shall go unavenged.
As it should be. We should all wish to be as pure as that.
Yes, indeed. But even lords need slumber too. So slumber away, my friend.
A man must eat.
And subscribe so that you will be notified when your followers will be live again.
Why weren't you able to play F4 2 seconds ago?
They had 2 people on it. No. F4. I was going to play F4 to take E5, but E5 had 2 defenders on it. And putting F4 there.
Oh, I remember
would have
now.
only been 1.
I remember now.
No sleeping. Yes, sir. No sleeping. We are awake right now. Awake. Yes. Here. gave your son his bottle, did he put his bottle in my hand so that I would feed it to him, you see?
You see. Even though he's fully capable.
To compare Lord Tasty Macaroni to gods or those beneath him is sacrilegious. Is a sacrilege so powerful it shakes the foundations of reality itself. Because because of you now this existence will suffer. I said I am a being which surpasses the gods.
Don't let him touch
I am
the
an
bed.
absolute statement. Good night.
Good night, you wonderful young person.
Yes. Good night.
Yes.
Good night, Mr. Lord Tasty.
Good night, Lord God Tasty Macaroni with kick.
We have enjoyed your presence. Very much so.
Cheap.
Okay.
Okay, here's something that looks retarded, but is something that you can do.
Okay. I'm listening.
Oh, actually, your idea about Rook E1 is probably the best. But I was thinking something like F3.
Yes, I've already considered. Oh wait, no, F3. What would that do?
Not much. I would go Rook E1.
We need to stop. This is not productive anymore.
It's getting bad.
Yeah, we're done. Okay, we're out of here. Good night, Mr. Friend.
Yeah, it was wonderful having you guys around.
It was.
Even though it stopped us from training in chess. But still, it was great.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
What time will we be back tomorrow, Christopher?
As soon as possible.
Yeah. Subscribe. You'll get a notification.
That's right.
Promise.
Yep.
Alright, we're out of here.
Yep. Love you guys.
Yes.
Dion says